Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she...
Anyway,
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, and you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the...
Yeah, that's why we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging...
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me... Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with... Huh? Don't move. There's something...
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take...
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only... But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the...
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the...
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hot.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and... That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we... I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
You can count on us.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen... This is an eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get in. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing. However...
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. And the people of... He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my... Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't...
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive... Here, give me your hand. Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
It requires a very rare spell that most people... When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to... But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work...
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there! Yep, judging by Paimon's...
wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from We've got to find him. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the cross... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know. There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is... I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than I.
It's about time that little brat said... There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was...
Given there are 2 signals leading from... I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Auroron! What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well.
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seatlolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no... So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's for... Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these... But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses, and given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Master. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see, so even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us and